Hi everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel BIM for Construction. So as we have started a Navis tutorial series, and in this today episode we will be discussing about how you can create the viewpoint and then how you can generate the report with the help of those viewpoint export features. Okay, so basically viewpoint in Navis are used for your particular snaps. If you want to save the particular camera that you are watching right now and you want to jump to that particular scene after some times, or you are viewing some different location and you want to jump to the same previous location that you have saved as a viewpoint, you can simply go and click on that viewpoint. Okay, like if you have saved the viewpoint for different multiple locations, room or for parking area or for your roof, so you can simply click on that viewpoint and it will be going back to the exact view or angle whatever you used at the time of saving that viewpoint. Also in the design review, while you are reviewing your full building or you are checking the design or the clash, then also you can share the viewpoint, and after that you can share it with the subcontractor to resolve clash. Okay, so we will be first discussing with the sample. So here in the Navisworks Manager application, when you are going to open, you will found sample file option here. So you will be having some 2 to 3 sample file from the Navisworks Autodesk itself. So we'll be simply clicking here sample file, then we will be choosing this ice stadium, let's say. So here you can see our model is open. Okay, so here left side we are having selection tree, and here in the right side we are having saved viewpoint. So let's say we have closed this one. So how to bring this window back? You have to simply go in the viewpoint. Here you will be clicking on the save viewpoint and this window will be available. Okay, so here you can see lots of viewpoints are by default in this Navisworks sample file already available. So let me show you how these viewpoints are working. Let's say if I am clicking on the ground, so it will be showing me the ground. Okay, this is an stadium sample file, so it is showing me the ground of this stadium. When I will be clicking on the entrance, it is showing me the entrance of the stadium. Okay, so from where the people will be entering the stadium, it is showing me the entrance. Okay, and first it is showing me the ground inside this stadium. Okay, next we are having a cafe, so it is showing the cafe area. Okay, then we are having ice rope cafe, this is another cafe it is showing. So whatever angle is that time, it is showing the same angle what angle will be there when we are saving the viewpoint. Then it is showing the bar area, and this one we have created when we are clicking on the viewpoint. Okay, so you can see those viewpoint and how you can create the viewpoint from your end, this will be discussing. Okay, so first is this one. So you can take the different snaps of the building, then you can save this as a viewpoint. Let's say if you want to save this angle of the building as a viewpoint, then simply you will be going here, then you will be clicking on the save viewpoint. You can mention it like a full stadium view. Okay, if you want to save the top view of the building, then simply click here top, then you can mention here again, you can save it as a, let's say, plan view stadium. So like this you can save the viewpoint. Now later on, if you are checking some another area like this one, if you are somewhat here, you are checking some design review or whatever you are doing here, and you want to go back to those same viewpoint, so what you have to do, you have to simply click on that, like full stadium view. You will be going back to the same view that you have saved during the viewpoint creation. You will be going to plan view stadium. Here, as you can see here, we are going back to the same view that we have used while creating this viewpoint plan view stadium, right? Understood? So this is how you can capture the different snaps of the building. Okay, and you can save them as a viewpoint. So later on, if you are at the some another location, if your project is very big, very lots number of levels are there, like level 1 2 4 5 6 7, you are checking any room of that particular level, and if you have previously saved some viewpoint, then you don't need to set the sectioning again, you don't need to go and waste your time. You can simply click on that viewpoint and you will be there. Okay, so this is the help of viewpoint. You can save the time and also you can capture the snaps. Okay, exactly. Now in all, it is also useful for the clash detection. Let me show you with the help of some MVP file. Here open. So I am having some Navisworks file here for a building with the MEP. So we will be opening those file and then we will be checking how you can save the viewpoint. So these files I am opening right now. Open. Okay, so you can see here we are having this file, and by default some viewpoints are here. Okay, let's see, we are reviewing the full building, we are reviewing the design concept, we are reviewing the clash detection, then how you can save the viewpoint. So first of all, let me show you the ceiling space, then we will be marking some viewpoint in the ceiling space. So here we are in the ceiling space of this building. Okay. Now let's say if you are checking this building and you found this clash between the drainage and the HVAC file, and you want to save it as a viewpoint, and then you will be exporting a report regarding this, and you will be sharing with both the subcontract, with the HVAC also and with the drainage person also. So for that one, what you will be doing, you will be simply zooming here, then you have to go into the review part. Okay, so this time we will not be saving this as a snap only, we will be mentioning the exact issue here. So that's why we have to use the review option also here. So first of all, we will be marking the cloud. Where is the clash? Let's say here it is a clash, so I will be marking the cloud. After that, I will be writing a text. So you can see here view 2 is already created, viewpoint 2. So I will be writing what is the issue here. Let's say chilled what sorry, let's say drainage clash with ducting. So you can mention the issue here, and also the same viewpoint renaming you can do here. Let's say you will have to simply click on the view to rename it, and you will be mentioning either issue 2, issue 1, whatever naming you want, or either you can mention the same whatever you have mentioned in the text, like drainage clash with ducting. So like this you can save the viewpoint, and after that click on this select, so it will be. Now you can zoom in and out whatever you want. If you want to check here, and let's say you are checking here and you want to go back to the same viewpoint that you have said, you have to simply click on the view 2. Okay, so renaming is not done. Rename, let's say duct versus drainage, enter. Okay, so like this you can save the viewpoint. Now again, if you are viewing some here, let's say we are viewing this room and we want to uh, provide an access panel for this heater, and right now it is missing. So again you have to simply go here. This time you will be, again, if you want to cloud, you can make the cloud. If you want to simply mention the text, you can mention the text like missing access panel, control A, control C. So we will be renaming this viewpoint as a same name, copy, enter. So like this you can save the viewpoint. So whenever you are going on the duct versus drainage, missing access panel, so this is how you can verify your saved viewpoint. And if you don't want to mention any design comment or no cloud, just you want to save this as a view, so for that one you have to simply go to viewpoint and save viewpoint. Okay, so you can mention it as a like ceiling space view, like this. Understood? After that you have to share those viewpoint with the subcontractor. Okay, otherwise how they will be knowing that what kind of viewpoint you have saved in your uh, file? So for that one, two options are there. Either you have to save this NW, those all NWC as a NWD. Okay, you have to save all those NWC as a NWD, and you can share this file with the client. This is the first option, but it will be a bigger size, because whatever all those NWC you have appended, those file will be taking the data, all the sizes will be there. Okay, so for some heavy project it will be crossing 4 to 5 GB. So if you don't want to share the full file, and if client already having this file, he need only your viewpoint, so for that one simply you can export those viewpoint XML and you can share with the client. For that one you have to simply, let me delete the default viewpoint. Here also one more feature is there. If you want to customize this under a folder, you can simply create a folder. For that one you have to right click, new folder, let's say clash. So these two will be making under the clash. Then again new folder, here we'll be saying let me 3D view, and we'll be dragging this under the 3D view. Okay, so missing this one under the clash. So like this you can also create the folders and you can save your viewpoint under those folder. Okay, understood? Now if you want to share those viewpoint with the client as XML report, for that you have to right click here and you will be finding an option to export viewpoint. First you have to export viewpoint to share XML file, so client can import in his Navisworks and can see those viewpoints in his Navisworks file also, in his Navisworks session also. So first you have to export it as a XML file. To export, simply click on the export viewpoint, then you can see here it is exporting as a XML. Okay, so let me put it here. You can mention it as a design review or whatever as you want. Design review, save. Okay, and after that client can import those data. Let's say if client wants to import, he will be simply going to import view, selecting those. So you can see here it's right now it is getting duplicated because already we are having in this file and again we have imported the data. So this is how he can import. So let me delete this one. Okay, now if you want to export this as a HTML file with images, so how you can export report? For that one, below export viewpoint there is another option, export viewpoint report. You have to simply click on the export viewpoint report. After that, same process will be there. You have to rename like report, save. So now whenever you are checking the same location where you have done the export, you will be finding some images will be there. So these three images, whatever will we have saved as a viewpoint 1 2 3, these three images will be available here. You can see missing access panel. Okay, then we are having this one also, drainage clash with ducting, and this one also, and this report HTML file is also there. So whenever we are opening this one, you can see we are having missing access panel, camera position, then we are having the issues. Okay, now if you want to print as a PDF, you can simply control P, then you can adjust it as per your requirement. Okay, so if you want to increase the size of those images, you can increase it as per your requirement, no issue. And then after that you can print this PDF, and that PDF you can share with the client. So this is how you can create the viewpoint in the Navis and you can share with your subcontractor to resolve the issues. Okay, so I hope this video clear your doubt about the viewpoint. Simply you have to use this panel, and in this viewpoint rest of the things we have already discussed, that you should use perspective angle view, not orthographic, because in orthographic view it will not be an easy to navigate through the building. So you should use perspective view, and these navigation tools we are already having here, so we have to use from here. No need to access those navigation tools from here. Okay, and also one more feature is there. Let's say if you are having some clash below this duct and you want to able to see below the duct, you want to save from the top view itself. So for now, when you are saving the viewpoint, you have make the hide this duct with the help of Control H, and now you have made the viewpoint. Let's say now we have made the viewpoint, this one throw cloud here, clash issue is there. Okay, anything, let me show only the clash right now. Okay, so we have make first duct height. Now we have made the clash, so we can actually see what is below the duct and what is the issue. But whenever you are working or the next person is working, once he made unhide all, now he will be going to the same viewpoint, he will be seeing the duct again. So if you don't want the viewpoint to see the duct again, what you can do here, one setting is available. You can go to option, in the viewpoint default you can check box this one, save hide required attribute. So whatever you have made hide at the time of creating save viewpoint, so no issue, whenever you will be doing unhide all, it will not be affecting the attributes in the viewpoint. So let me show you one example here, and also you can increase the size of image, height and width, whatever it is exporting. Simply okay, let me show you this one. Okay, now let's say we have made this duct hide again with the help of Control Z. Now I am saving the viewpoint this time again, and we are having here clash issue. Let me mention issue only. Okay, now I am reviewing the another part of the building, and because of that I have made it unhide all everything whatever I have do hidden in my particular interface Navisworks. Now if I go to viewpoint first, it will show me the duct again, because at that time we didn't check these settings in the viewpoint. This setting we didn't checked. at the time of creating that viewpoint. But at the time of creating second viewpoint, we have made sure that this checkbox is on there. So in this case, this duct will be not there. You can see here the duct is not there. So it is easy for other person to also see what you want to exactly say, that below duct there is an issue. Otherwise he will be confusing in the first one. Okay, so you can see here, this is how you can create. And once you did unhide all, again you will be going to view one, it is showing the duct full, but in the viewpoint one it is not showing the duct. So this is also a good feature. Thanks for watching, guys.